Hello, Kara. Today we are back with another episode of playing Peak Solo. Um, yeah. This is literally the next afternoon after I played my last and first game of the new update. So here we go. I like when I look like I'm diving. I'm gonna get you. Anyways, that was a lot to learn. I think I'm just gonna go back on Ascent 3 and continue trying to climb and get to places. So, yeah. We shall see what happens. I'll just jump straight into it, why don't we? So, I think it's always funny whenever we're playing and you load in a little later, so you're literally just like face down, and then I hear you speak before, so you're just kind of like, ugh, still face down as I'm staring at you waiting for you to get up and load in. So it's funny. I'm still doing the little rope challenge, so basically, I need 8 of those, and I have the worst luck trying to find anything, like finding the ropes, so we'll see. I usually find like 3 in a single run, but I also don't like scour every area for chests, but I'm like, dude, how is this possible? I feel like, is that a really hard achievement to get the knot tying one, to do like 100 meters of rope? I said feet last time, but I'm like, is that doable in a single run? Like, I have to scour everywhere for any chest possible, and it's just like, bruh. But alas. Anyways, the last time, so I learned that the tornadoes happen in the Mesa biome. That's where scorpions are. They were terrible. I don't like them. I wish there was some delay in getting stung, because I just want to pick and fling them, but I'm scared. So, oh, another rope. Wonderful. That's literally what I do. I just like sit and spool. And I don't really take a backpack on the first run because, or on the first one, because I'm like, it's easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I don't really carry many things, regardless. So, yeah. You could say I'm a little bit of an expert at this part. I don't really take energy drinks. I don't really need to go super fast, because slow and steady takes the cake. I don't remember how that phrase goes, but that's okay, because why do I have to follow what everyone else says? And I can be my own person and take my own advice, because I know what's good for me. Oh, wonderful. Mini chests. Okay. Okay. And I will just eat that. Do. Alright. There's another chest over there. Oh, I guess I can loot it. There's time. Also, every day in a peak, or in every peak day, is like 10 minutes. Oh gosh. Oh, what the heck am I standing on? Whatever. So it'll last 5 minutes for the day cycle and 5 minutes for the night. I guess it's like Minecraft. But yeah. Okay. Oh, I get around Big Jumbo over here. I saw these guys trying to play Peak and do a podcast at the same time without basically letting any of the listeners know they were playing Peak. And I'm like, well, I guess I could do that. I'd just be yapping and yapping about the most random things, and I'm sure it's a whole lot of nothing. So, I don't know, I gotta get started on talking about something though. Dang it. Man, my stamina. My precious. I want more rope. Give it to me. So everywhere I am, through the western stars. I don't know the song, but I want to fly. I am. How much could a woodchuck? Okay, that side of TikTok was a wild side of TikTok. Being on like the Woodchuck War side of TikTok was a really weird experience because I was like, is no one else talking about this? Like, what is happening? I think this was on TikTok, so everyone, it was like the Woodchuck song, but they were like making it chanting sounding. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Well, I do wish I had my backpack. I guess I don't need this. This will give me stamina. When you cook bandages, you'll get some stamina. I'll take this over because there's more food in there. But, yeah, Woodchuck War TikTok was a very interesting time, and I did not like being on it. So, because they would also like do these skits where they're like, oh, I knew it was all satire, but I was also like, please let me just live in peace. So, yeah, Woodchuck War TikTok. And I don't even know who they were in war against. Like, what the heck? There's crumbs on my mouse pad. I don't recall what I was eating to cause that. But, yeah, because then they'd be like, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? And it sounded like a chant. Like, scary. And usually the POVs that I saw were like, you're hiding from the woodchuck warriors or whatever under the bridge and they find you. And I'm like, what the heck? And you'd like hear that chanting in the background. Like, it was like horror POVs. And I'm like, what is going on here? Okay. I did it. Thick mints. Legacy mammal. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Dude! Dude! I wish I had those bandages now. Oh, maybe I can get some. Wee-oo. Wee-oo. Alas. I guess I'll just... Oh, there's more. There, I'll just eat the rest of these. Take those. Get up here. Oh, multiple chests. Multiple! Oh, yum! Oh, yay! Alright. Why won't the poison go away any faster? Mushroom. These are the safe ones. Because they're naked. No frilly skirts. I don't know what to do. And I finished these little sand dunes. I guess I will go over here. Okay, I will do the another scroll. I've read them all, but yeah. Oh yes. Okay. Is it? Okay. I just thought it was funny because that exact. So basically, I was holding the anti-rope spool, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta set things down," but I wanted it in my main inventory. But I didn't have a backpack. No, I did have a backpack, but I needed to put stuff in my backpack and drop up other things. So I literally just watched it like float up, and my mouth was wide open, and I was so upset. So, alas, so many things to eat. I'll take the more useful things, and I'll eat this. Oh, I need a chain launcher. Well, I guess I don't need these. I've gone without so many times. Alright, whoa. Alright, new map. Oh. I will swap the anti-rope spool later. I'll use my rope launcher first. So, how many rope spools did I do earlier? 2? And then I have a third one in my backpack. So I need 5 more. Not counting my chain or my rope launcher. I wish the chains worked, or it counted towards it. Because I get a lot of those. Okay, I guess I'll choose one to grab. I'll try to go for this one. Black. What's up, Danger? I'm not getting that one. Oh, that was quick. Oh, brown bananas are yummy. They're good. They give you lots of energy. I guess there's really like no particular way. Alright. I'll just drop. And I'll find a different way up. I guess that wasn't very useful at all. There we go. What was that tongue twister? I see a sheet. Sheet I sit. I sit a sheet. I don't even know. I heard it once. And then never again. Hello? 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 Ooh. Where do I go? Oh, it's raining, it's pouring. The old man is snoring. Dun dun dun. He hit his head. Then he didn't wake up again. I don't think that's it. That was crazy. We used to have this like DVD that we watched in the car when we were little. Of all those nursery rhyme songs. And then I was like, when the old man bumped his head and didn't wake up again, I was like, what did that mean? And then everyone, like, I remember asking my friends, and they were like, that means he died. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, he died. Okay, we'll eat this. Oh, I don't want to use this just yet. Okay. I'll try to use a chain launcher. Where do I use it? Those are vines, but that's also poison. Now I can't see. Does the blue last? How? Oh gosh, it got really bad. Speaking of which, there is a fire warning advisory right here where I am going on. So this is really immersive of my place. Okay. Where do I go? I'm unwrapping chocolate and eating it, that's why I'm paused. That's what I hate. I'm like, where can I, like, aim this? Like, why? Like, I can aim it there, but I'm like, how far does this go? I get so confused. I don't even know. What am I picking up? Was there another thing I wanted? Oh, the balloon. You know what? It's okay. Oh, dang it. Why? Why can't I go? Nobody knows. And I'm so sad. But others might be glad and find a different way. But those ways I may find death. And then I'd change it to like a screamo hard rock song. Death and vines and falling down. Oh, balloon bunch. Will I float up? Oh, kind of. I guess it just slows my fall, doesn't it? And not like actually. Okay, I don't know if these will pop. Like, I'd be scared if I did. Oh gosh. If I ran into that, that would have been crazy. Like, yeah, those hitting the thorns, they don't pop. I'll just run through. Okay, they stay even when I take some damage, I guess. This is gonna get weird to get used to because I won't know if they pop, because if I get used to jumping around like this, and then all of a sudden they go, I'm gonna be in bad trouble. Can I walk? Can I walk? Can I walk? Can I walk? I can't. So I will go over here. Oh, there they are. They're just clipping through. Alright. Can I go through here? Maybe. We shall see. I just keep checking for my balloons. Alright. Over here, I guess. I guess I'll use the train launcher. Okay. Put that there. I'll take that out. Put that back on. Yeah, there's like so much slack in that chain. So I'm like, how long does it go? I wish it could tell me like how many meters I also... Oh, my balloons are gone. Okay. Well, don't know rhyme or reason. But I wish it told me how far or how close I need to stand for the chain launchers. So that way I could be like, oh, I can use it here. Or like, what place could I use it? Because I'm not really good at eyeballing things and trying to see where they're going. Or I mean, how, like, where I could go. Because I'm like, if I stand here and I'm like, oh, I want to use the chain launcher here. But if it could also go over there, I'm like, oh, might as well just go over there. But I'm like, how far do I need to be? So if I could figure out a way to get closer to it without losing a lot of distance, like if standing there is easier for me to get that spot, then I'd go over there, because it'd be like, oh, you need to be like 70 meters closer or whatever. Oh, that was a bad idea. I thought I could jump, but evidently not. Yeah, that chain launcher would have been. Oh gosh. Golly. Dude, where am I even going? Oh gosh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh. Ouch. I don't like the tropics. It's just up and down, up and down, up and down. And I'm gonna hide in this little divot because it should help me recover stamina. There we go. I'm gonna eat another chocolate. And I'm wrapping those. There are Hershey Kisses. Yum. Yeah. Oh, I guess that doesn't go anywhere. Oh, I guess maybe here. Well, that sun is bright. It's like Minecraft shaders. Except I've never used shaders. Oh gosh. Alright. Okay, I swear the marshmallow did more. Like, it gave you more stamina than what it just gave me. I have not made it very far, it doesn't feel like. Alright. Oh, I was like heavily underestimate the rain and how much it like really affects your climbing speed and how much it drains your stamina. So I will just keep bleeding, keep bleeding. I can just imagine you going, oh, when I do that. I hate when I get like inside the little divots because then all I see is like that and I can't scale upside down for a long time. Because they just kind of flare out like mushrooms. Well, I'm headed into the out of bounds zone. Okay, alright. We'll go up here. I'll fall down. I'll go up here again. Okay. I'll see where I can go. Okay. Or no! My stamina. I didn't want to get that beehive that I saw earlier, but because I don't really have anything to throw it at besides my backpack, I guess. And I'll get another one, but no, I don't remember exactly where it was. I don't know how far it is. Okay. Oh gosh. Ugh, that's not what I wanted to do. I meant to jump. Okay, okay. Okay. We got it. Oh yeah. Vector. Nice. Nice. This is winnable. Oh shoot. The rain. No. Oh. Okay. There's literally nothing up here. Maybe? I don't see anything to do. I don't see anything for you. Yeah, that's a lost cause. Alright. Oh. Ow. Dude, I clipped my head. Okay, I also realized last time when I did this, I just quit instead of seeing my stats. Because usually what I do is just I quit the game entirely. I kind of rage quit, so. I don't like the tropics. Alright. That was my first run. I guess I could go again. Sometimes I just quit entirely and then I go play a different game. And that usually happens to me more with Rivals. But, yeah. I don't know if I want to switch it up on you. Plus, I really only ever play quick play. A lot of people like to play competitive. I'll go on normal. I'll do the normal difficulty. But I don't want to play competitive because I feel like a lot of people don't have to be in voice chat, but it's really helpful, especially since you're actually trying to win and you're like trying to like play with your team instead of when I play quick play, I feel like I'm just playing in conjunction with the team. So, but I don't want to be in voice chat because people are just so toxic. And I know they have updates where they're like getting better at that, I guess, where they're like, oh, we're going to be monitoring voice chat, like they're going to be recording it or something. Or they're like going over reports better or something, but I still, you know, as someone who's like never really used voice chat ever and was okay with that and I'm just used to it, I like don't see a need to, but then it makes competitive very hard and then people are just gonna type at you and I'm like, ugh. Which is also like, especially in quick play, sometimes people get like really try-hardy and they're like, where are my heals? Or do something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, calm down. Not on me, sometimes, but even at just other people in general. And then when they type it, you're just kind of vibing and doing your own thing. So then when you see that, it's just kind of like out of nowhere. So it also just kind of takes you aback. But half the time, when people were like, it's quick play, calm down. Like, they don't receive that very well. Like, they don't even reply. They just keep going. Like, they ignore it. Especially when people were like getting all up in their egos and they're like, oh, I'm diffing you, like I'm the better Spider-Man. And then they're like, it's quick play. And they're like, so diffed. And I'm like, bro, you're Lord Spider-Man playing in quick play. Trash talking. I don't know if you really have the grounds to be speaking. I mean, granted, I got all my lords through quick play, and I don't farm. I don't want to farm because, for me, when I see a lord, in my head I'm like, oh, that means they're good because they're playing the character for a long time. Let me tell you, I feel like I saw someone say that if you play a lord, or if you play a character from 0 to lord, that's like 9 hours straight of playing the character. But I'm also like, that's got to be 9 like hours of pretty good games, like consistent games. For example, if you're healing, usually one of the things to get a level up or like to count towards your proficiency slash progression or whatever, you need to do a certain amount of healing. Some characters will do way more healing a lot easier than others. Like if I'm playing Luna Snow, I will be getting a lot more healing than I would probably playing Ultron, because he doesn't really have. Oh, why did I go this way? Oh, I can walk here. Oh, that's great. But he doesn't really have a lot of like. Ugh, I don't know the terms, and I'm not really gonna go into it. But it feels like his is more just like a field of healing, like an area. Because he puts a little drone on you and it does like healing, and then whoever's in the radius of the drone is also going to get heals. But unless he has like a team up with Iron Man, he can do like a healing beam that does both attack and heals. And it goes through, so there's no like body blocking for that, besides shields. But yeah, like, you'll do a lot of healing, but with Luna too, it's like, it depends on your aim. But Ultron does gain his ult pretty fast because, like, with Luna, you're kind of like targeting one person, and you're doing a lot of heals in that small amount of time. Versus Ultron, you're healing many people all at once at a little bit of a slower rate, so in my head, I think Ultron works better with the 3 healer team up, but I'm also like, sometimes 3 healers is really unnecessary. Especially since, say you're playing like Invisible Woman and Luna Snow, so you have like a lot of shields, a lot of heals, and then you have Ultron who's just kind of like extra healer. So I guess it depends on who you play, because someone's gonna make up for some sort of heals, but I don't know. I'm not an expert, obviously. Oh, it's just rope after rope after rope. This is amazing. But I feel like when I be talking about this stuff, I sound like I know what I'm doing, or I make it sound like I think I know what I'm doing, which not really. I'm just like, I'm observing, and what I see in the games that I play and how I also play, like my style of playing doesn't really fit within that. Like, it can work, people can do it, and people do it, and I'm like, it does work out really well sometimes. Like, say our team, our DPS is just not cutting it, and they have like a whole team of tanks, like maybe like 2 or 3 tanks on their side. Maybe we do need the 3 healers because we're just taking a lot of damage, and we don't have players who are really like good at DPS or can really dish out a lot of damage, so we'll just try to go for like survival and like pick at them away. Like, there are different ways to do it, but I guess it depends for me. When I play Luna, I can get pretty aggressive. Like, I kind of just get up in there, and because I know I do a lot of heals at once, so I kind of follow people in, which I think I need to learn my limits of like who's actually going and who's not, because I assume if they're going in, they must be consistent at going in, so I'm gonna go in too. But then they leave me, and that's where solo queue is weird, because then you're just kind of playing on your own, and no one's gonna stay with you. But I'm ever the observant one, so I follow people in, and then I die because they leave me. But anyways, as Luna, I'm pretty, like, I get some action, I get in there, because you can do a lot of damage with her too. She, like, if you can hit her, like, your shots, you're gonna do pretty good. And she was like the first character I started learning, and she was so fun to play. She is so fun. It's just, it's hard when you don't hit those shots, because then you're just kind of whiffing, you're not healing anyone, you're not, let me get up here. and then you're not like doing any damage, so you're just kind of like shooting everywhere but nowhere. So yeah, how much is that? This is 4 spools? This is great. This might be the run. But yeah, I think even though Luna was my first person that I learned playing when I first started the game, because, okay, I like Cloak and Dagger, it's just when I was playing that character, it was like so, oh my, what the, I didn't know that I was grabbing it. I was like, I guess I should have known, because what the, this keeps getting stuck on things. That is so weird. But anyways, like when I first started playing Cloak and Dagger, if there's so many abilities, I don't do super well like reading about them and trying to see what buttons they're attached to, because oh, I forgot that it uses a lot of energy and it's not like the lollipop. Oh gosh. But I like do better playing characters and learning like by playing them, which I didn't think I would be like that, but I guess that's just how it is. Like, I like to watch the video demonstrations of the abilities that they have. But it still doesn't kind of help, so once I get in there, I just kind of spam abilities as I learn them. That's why with Luna, it wasn't too difficult to like understand what it was. Because it was just like, she had her snowflake, she had, what else did she have? She has like her shift, which allows you to clap, so instead of like, it's hard to explain. As I'm like packing and like analyzing what I'm needing to bring. But basically, it's just like she has less abilities, so it was easier for me to pick up faster. Same with Invisible Woman. Like, the simpler the amount of the less amount of buttons I have to press and keep track of, the easier it is going to be for me. Now I know Cloak and Dagger just fine. Like, I can play them fine. But it was like I would panic and switch between the two characters too often, because I'm like, oh gosh, like, oh, I'm getting attacked, I gotta do something, oh, my teammates are getting hit, I gotta do these things. So I won't go this way, maybe I'll just go a different way. But I was like, oh, what am I doing? So I did not like playing Cloak and Dagger. So whenever I was telling people that, I was like, oh, I actually don't like playing them. They're like, oh, really? And I'm like, yes, I'm sorry. I'm just really bad at it. Like, switching between, but also trying to keep track of all the cooldowns. Like, I think a good Cloak and Dagger does good balance between the two characters, but there are a lot of times where I see characters, like, they just switch to Cloak. Because they're like, oh, nobody's needing healing right now, I'm going to do damage. But then they're focused on trying to do damage and focusing on the enemy that they're hitting, that they don't realize that their team around them is all going on critical. Because it's like, usually when they do that, it quickly becomes a team fight. I don't see them doing it for picks. Like, they're not doing it for, like, there's only one of the enemy that got left behind or just tried to push up way too far, and it's like the others are just kind of fighting, but they're like, oh, I can easily kill this person off, or I can, and make them respawn later, and so they don't go with their team. They usually do it in kind of more team fights, because they're, I don't know what it is. I wish I could, like, genuinely understand. Ow, my head. My big head. But I'm like, when I see them, and I'm like, in my head I'm thinking, oh, critical everywhere. I'm trying to do healing, but I have to, like, in try to prioritize who I'm healing first, but people are moving, so I'm like, this person's like too hard to keep track of and aim for. So I'm going to heal this person because like Captain America's jumping away and he's on critical. But if I can heal like our DPS who is staying right in front of me and they're also on critical, I'll probably heal them because they're easier for me to hit. Like, it might be smarter to keep the Captain America alive because he has a better survivability. But I'm like, if I know I can't do much to help, like my efforts would not be as like well over there because I'm like, I'd probably just be aiming at nothing as he's like going everywhere. And then I'm like, that time I was aiming nowhere. I could have actually been healing someone I could reach and I could heal. So yeah. When I was explaining all that, I was thinking about like playing Invisible Woman and like the shields and stuff. So, because the shields heal, but they kind of have to be with the shield. So sometimes I use that as like Cloak and Dagger's bubble, or Dagger's bubble, where she throws down the light beam and it just heals whoever's in it, and it stays up for a short amount of time, and it's stationary. So you just you have to aim well with it for it to really have a good effect of how many people is it healing and is it doing its job. Whoa, where am I looking? Dude, it's dark. But for Invisible Woman, the shield, there's no cooldown on putting it up and down so long as it's at full health. If it's up and it takes a little bit of damage, if I put it down, there's going to be a cooldown until it like resets its health before I can put it up again. So I might just keep it in the air and just use it to track the Captain America jumping. So at the cost of my shield taking damage, at least it's doing some health because he's going to be by it. Like, he's going to be behind it, then jumping in front of it. And then, like, there's a little bit of healing. So if I can, like, track him with that shield, it'll probably be better than me, like, as I'm shooting someone else. Like, I'm doing multiple healing at the same time. That's a mushroom, I think. But, anyways. Yeah. Okay. I went that way the last time. I will go this way. Yeah, the way I play is very weird, and I'm like, you'd probably gain better, like, tips from someone who actually plays competitive because people play differently. I play very differently. I don't have a certain... Oh, that's interesting. Yum. But I don't have a certain, like... Oh, Lord. I don't have a certain, like, style of play that, like, works all around. I just kind of adapt to the situation. And I'll, like, just continue. I'm like, oh, if this person keeps running around, I'm just gonna use my shields. But it's also, for some reason, my aim is better with Invisible Woman than it is on Luna. And, well, I mean, Luna is pretty difficult to aim with sometimes because she's hit scan, which basically means that when she hits, or when you shoot, that's almost an immediate register of, like, where it aims. Versus Invisible Woman, there's a bit of a delay. Because it's like, you have to wait for it to go out. Like, it's not a rapid fire out. So, it's just, that's probably one of the reasons, like, I'm able to have a bit more of a radius versus I need to be more precise with Luna because I'm like, if I'm not hitting it, or if it's not connecting, it's not going at all. Versus Invisible Woman, I'm like, it might eventually touch them when it's going back and forth. So, but I like playing Invisible Woman a little bit more because I have more of that defensive ability, because she also has the ability to push and pull, which is really fun. So usually what I do is when we put a lot of pressure on the team, the enemy team to like get to the point or like go somewhere, but my team is holding a really good defense, I might pull their team in because I can tell when they're like backing up and they want to back up so they can like rethink or like come back together. So I pull them in to like off center them, but also sometimes I'm like, oh, they're hiding behind cover. I'm going to pull them out of that and closer to us so we can keep hitting our shots, and then we'll get more kills that way. Dude, I don't know where to go. This is where I crane my neck. I'm like, can I see around this? Like, I literally moved my head to the left, and I'm like, how do I see around this rock? Oh gosh. Okay, I don't think I have anything up there. Oh no! Oh no! Wow. I was over there last time. I will keep going this way because I know I'm gonna like be like, oh, over there. Yeah. I think that's enough of me trying to explain Marvel Rivals. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall. Well. Hey, that didn't hurt as bad as I thought. Okay, I'm gonna use these since I have a bunch of them. Do-do-do-do-do. La-da-da-da-da. Maybe I should just play Marvel Rivals for you and kind of explain, but it's a very... I was talking a bit in the video, like the last peak video, that I just get really bored playing or watching those types of games, like the team-based shooter games, because it's so unengaging. Like, you have to... Oh, I'm here again. Okay. So where do I go? Up here? Like, you have to... In my head, it's better if you're there. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Okay. Like, it's better if you were participating in that match, because there's so much that goes on and like so many aspects. It's because I could be watching someone and there's two entryways and the whole team is fighting on, like, they're fighting on the main entry, but then there's a side entry, and then the person I'm watching goes to the side, and I'm like, hey, like, why are you going to the side? Like they don't mean to flank, but they're like positioning differently, and I'm like, why was that like the choice that they made? And I don't know why that's the choice that they make, because it's like, it's live and they're making a million decisions all at once. So I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, why is this happening? So then that's where I just get uninterested, because I'm like, I have no clue what the heck is going on. Ugh. Can I get back up here? Probably. Yeah, I'll just go open that chest and see if there's anything in there to heal me or feed me. Feed me. But yeah, games I can watch is Dead by Daylight. I think, to me, it moves slow enough that, like, when you watch, you don't really have to know what's going on. It's like, for the mind games, yeah, they're gonna be doing their thing, but it's just more of like a are they going to win the mind game or not? Like, I don't know how they're gonna do it, and that's okay, because it's one of the things where I myself, I'm just like, oh, like, I have enough of an understanding of that tile, like, ooh, can I make that? Maybe I should have dropped it a little lower. Oh, something's in my bag. Oh, wonderful! I forgot about the bandages. But, like, say it's a bunch of walls and there's a window and there's a pallet, and I'm like, okay, they keep running around it. I don't know, maybe they're gonna run back and forth, they can like do their own thing, but the killer is circling them. I'm like, eventually they're gonna do it. I have enough of an understanding after watching so many like videos and like other people doing it where I'm like, okay, this could go like these ways or it could go a different way. It just depends on how they play it, and like I can see them either getting away or I can see them getting hit. And those are the two options. Versus the team game, there's so many things happening because there's like so many people that I can't see what they're doing and so many different abilities. Like, I guess, yeah, the same could be said for Dead by Daylight because they have all the, sorry, I just got an email. My lunch break is almost over, but that's okay. One conflict. Why do I have a conflict? I'm not doing anything. But I also just know what. Ooh, there's a poison thing right there. But there's a lot of like perks and stuff in Dead by Daylight, but I don't know, it's easier for me to understand, maybe because I've been playing longer, or maybe it's just the different style of game, like the asymmetrical, like 4v1. Okay, I don't think there's anything over here for me, unless I could get up there, but I ran out of ropes. Maybe I can. I don't know. But I also don't know what game I like to typically play. I do like a lot of solo player because I'm like, I know I can trust myself to do things, and I like to explore on my own. What is that? It's just flying. And usually it's like kind of lower stakes gameplay because they have to make sure you can do it alone and stuff, so sometimes farming sims are fun, but the grind sucks. So I have to be in a mood because I have to be in a mood to start it, to go through all the tutorials or introduction, and especially to like, I'll just eat these. But then also to like keep going past the introduction, because sometimes they're like, oh, here, welcome to the town, meet all the people, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna meet all the people because I want to get like past this part. Another email, more planning to do, but it's just like it'd be hard to get to, and it is so it's so tiresome. Like playing Coral Island, I don't know why I started it. I think I was just thinking so badly about my time at Sandrock, which I think I'll play for you. I do want to finish Rune Factory Guardians of Ozma though, like, sorry for not recording it for you, but it's also, I played a whole hour of it before I was like, oh, I changed it to the different language. But I also, when I record and when you watch, I do try, like when other people watch, I try to make sure they can experience the voice acting. Sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I genuinely just don't care about this character, which is sad because I want to like all the characters because they're part of the story and my character likes them, but they're just not interesting to me. So I don't, and I'm like, they could be interesting to me if I listen to their story, but I don't. So I skip through all their dialogue and I skip through what they have to say. So I just have no clue what happens. I'm gonna wait for my stand, but I have no clue like what happens in the cutscene I just watched. I don't know their like heart events or their relationship events, like how close I'm getting with them. Like I don't know what was said there. Oh. Dude, this is so amazing. So many ropes. But it's just, I don't know. And I did all that in English. So I'm like, oh, I have to do that again, and oh, the rain stopped really randomly. I guess it's because I made it to this checkpoint area. But to do that again in Japanese. But I also know how they sound in Japanese, so I am curious about how it is in English again. I never know how I feel with the Rune Factory games because I grew up hearing the English voice actor is English. Dude, why is my voice lagging? Like, wow, this is literally just a me issue, but, and like, why, what was I saying? Dude, that whole me just sputtering threw me off. Anyways, playing the Rune Factory like 1 through 3/4 all with like the English dub. What? No, not yet. I was just like so used to that, and I loved it. I did love the voice acting. I've never heard what they sound like in Japanese. So, oh yes, dude. Do I need like what, 3 more rope spools? Or maybe 2? Because of all the rope launchers? This is amazing. Anyways. Okay, I also want the Stay Cool badge, which is don't let it get like 10% heat. Like, don't get 10% heat damage, so I have to stay in the shadows or wait until nighttime. But anyways, oh yeah, I just keep rambling about many things and nothing, and I keep losing like what I'm supposed to be talking about. But anyways, Rune Factory, I like the English voice acting. It's okay, like, for the newer games, like, I just like this style. It's almost cheesy, where they're like, okay, good morning. And I'm like, I think the bits of dialogue where they're also like, ah, or like, oops, what? That's great, when literally they don't say great in the sentence, and they're just like, oh, that's a wonderful idea. And I'm like, I like that type of style, and it feels like it changed in a bit of Rune Factory 4. I mean, in Chocolate again, that's why I paused. And 5. But also, I just didn't really like 5. I guess the story is fine. It feels a bit like it's on easy mode. It feels like it's, the world is too open. Like, it is an open world, but, because I'm like, how do I get, I don't even know what I'm talking about, because I think I was going to finish with, like, how do we get, like, over there without stepping too much into the sun? But the world is too open in Rune Factory 5. Like, it felt like they were more focusing on the fact that they could have, like, that huge of an open world, and they were focusing on that rather than other elements. So it felt too large sometimes. I'm like, to get to the blacksmith from the general store, I have to walk this whole distance, which maybe that was the case in Rune Factory 4. I don't know. It just felt easier with the 2D layout. I don't think I'm gonna get the badge. I think I just gotta go. Yeah, that's more than 10%. Like, obviously, I'd have to time it, but it just wasn't, like, a thing that I thought about when I was playing Rune Factory 4 versus 5. Because playing 5, I was like, oh, it's all the way over here, and I can't really dash. Like, I sprint, versus when I was dashing in Rune Factory 4, it was like the weird dodge dash. So I felt like I was moving fast. I was able to go places. I guess I just like the simpler navigation of the world and the town versus like the huge open world feeling. and the camera moving kind of threw me off. Like, that's one thing. What was that sound? It like sounded like someone gasped. Okay, that was kind of scary. But one thing I appreciated about Coral Island is it felt more like the regular Rune Factory games. Like, it has a large map, yeah, but it actually feels a lot like Stardew. And to be, can I even make it out here? I believe. Dude. Okay, good. I'm not stuck. But, I don't like the camera moving. I think that's what throws me off. Like, when the camera switches in the direction I'm facing, or like wherever I'm going, because it does make the world feel more open, but then I get confused and disoriented because I'm like, oh, the blacksmith is this way, so I'm gonna go this way from where I am. But then when the camera moves, I'm like, okay, it's no longer to the right of where I am, now it's forward. Like, there's general directions, and it's good for some level of immersion, but it's just, I don't like it. I'm just so used to not doing that and being able to just orient myself from, I go right, it's on this place of the island, instead of being like, oh, like, say the blacksmith is here and I know the general store is over there. Like, if I'm facing this way and it's more of like a 3D, like, it's not first person, I will know to head this way for the blacksmith all the time, and I will know to head this way for the general store all the time. But if I'm like looking around, like if I'm facing this way, I'm like, okay, where am I? Like, I have to orient myself from a certain direction, and it's not super enjoyable. Like, for me, I play really quickly, I process really quickly, so to have to take that step back is not super efficient for me, and it makes me really frustrated. And that's why I don't really like Rune Factory 5. Some of the characters are cool-ish. I don't know. It does just... When I played it, I was just not enjoying it. It felt like it was on easy mode when I had grown up with 1 through 3. And I played them when I was literally... I think I was 6 when I played the first one. I did not know anything that was happening, but I knew enough. Like, I did not get anywhere. You could not say I made very good progress. Oh, I have the chain launcher. I forgot. I'll put it over there. See, this is what I'm talking about. What is this distance? But anyways, I felt like when I was playing like Rune Factory and Harvest Moon as a kid, those were challenging enough for me to like have to learn things, versus playing Rune Factory 5. I was like, what am I doing? I'm like, is this just walking around simulator? And I don't know. My time at Sandrock was kind of the same thing, but I don't know what the story drew me into it. It was really hard to learn the town layout, and to be honest, I still do get very confused, especially with the church. There is a church in there. And sometimes I like had missions over there, or I had to talk to characters, and I got so confused because I'm like, how do I get up there? Like, there are parts of the town I really just don't visit because I'm literally like doing all this other stuff. And I just never make my way out there. Like, what I want to do with my time at Sandrock and the missions that I'm doing don't take me to those places very often. So when I do go out there, and I have to because like sometimes they're main quest story missions. Wow, this is really confusing to look at. But I just get, what the heck? But yeah, I just get really lost. But I really liked the story of my time at Sandrock. Honestly, I loved it so much. Like, I got this computer because because I really want to play My Time at Evershine, which is their other game. Their newer game that's... Oh gosh. Okay, even just like a little bit of proximity. Oh gosh. Dude. Ugh. Okay. Grab and go, grab and go, grab and go. I hope it doesn't come back up. But, the story was great. I really want to play My Time at Evershine. It was so fun. Like, My Time at Sandrock, I was literally playing hours upon hours until the sun came up. Like, I'm pretty sure I was like almost sick or something, and I was just playing, and I was so content. It was great. And then I finished the story, and then I genuinely got sad playing. I haven't felt that, or like, no, like when I was done, there was no more story for me to do. There was like that was it. I didn't really have anything to do besides if I wanted to do character quests and like do stuff for and with them and like doing their relationship stuff, or even like I don't even know what else. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. But like I got sad. I was like, no, I'm done. What the? Don't touch me. This is weird that I can pick them up. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Where do I go? Where do I go? Heidi ho. I'm excited for My Time at Evershine to come out. I don't know when it's coming out. I'm eagerly awaiting their announced date. I was kind of bummed because I wanted to join their Kickstarter, but it had passed because, oh gosh, I think they did it of last year, like 2024 January, and when I played My Time at Sandrock and then heard about My Time at Evershine, it was 2025. So I think they were like, oh, it's close. Like, they hit their funding goal. And I was like, I'm so glad for them because that means, like, they're going to be developing the game and they have a lot of funds to, like, work with and play with and, like, add a lot of new features. Like, they were even like, hey, so we have all these things. I'm just checking my email. They're like, we can add new things since we hit our goal and you guys like supported us so much. And I was like, yeah. And also I did want to support it so I could get like the alpha access key. Like I would like to play like really bad, and I'm so excited because like a lot of characters are returning, and like there's a lot of new things to do, and the gameplay was just really fun. I did try to play My Time at Portia, but I was trying to play it on the mobile, which like on my phone, where am I? What the heck? And it was kind of taking me out of it. It felt really disappointing. But I think it's part of the mobile, so I might just have to play on the computer and like see how that goes. I think there's less of a story too, which I was like, man, is there anything I can do up here? Oh gosh. 2. This is like cave diving. Dude, this is like more challenging than the kiln. Please tell me there's nothing up here. Are you joking? Are you drunk? Me. There's nothing. I just climbed up here for nothing. Oh, there's something out here. Cactus funny shape. Alright. Hope I don't get stuck on anything. Are you kidding me? Oh. But yeah, I like the story of My Time at Sandrock a lot. I like the characters too. Like, it did feel weird because I think a part of their graphics too, like, it's very cartoony. And I liked it, but it sometimes felt like it was made for kids. Like, not like kids, because some of the characters were like full adults, and then you're an adult, and those are also the romance options. But it's like, it was a weird balance of some of them feel younger, some of them feel older. Like, not all of them. A good chunk of them were just like, we are adults because they also have like these jobs that they're doing. But one of the characters, Elsie, she's like daughter of the farm hands, ranch hands, or whatever, and they have all these animals, and she's just like, her story arc, she starts off very like immature, she's growing up, finding out what she wants to do and like doing it, but her like parents don't really approve because they don't believe she's super capable. And like, she's like a kind of a kid, so she has a track record of not doing it, so it feels like she's in her teens. And I'm like, as someone who is not in their teens anymore, doesn't really feel like an attractive like romance option for me. But that's also just me. But also just in general, that's where I'm like, okay, what age is my character? Because that also like helps me vibe out like what is the vibe. But it feels like for the most part everyone is an adult, like, but it, like, I don't know, like, they're a grown-up. Dude, where do I go? I don't even know where I am. Why did that happen? Why did it do that? Why did it do that? No! Where was I? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Well, I can't believe I survived that, TBH. If I were playing on the other modes, I would not. Okay, it's gonna explode. Ow! Are you kidding me? The radius, the blast radius is so huge. Okay. Great. Wonderful. I didn't know there was another one there. Nice. Well, thank you for joining me on another just random rambling session and another game of Peak. I really want to play My Time at Sandrock, but I think I want to finish Guardians of Ozma first before I get back to My Time at Sandrock. It was great. I think I'll start with that versus doing My Time at Portia, because I think I'd want to experience Portia with you first. Because even though I did a little bit, I did not really understand, and some of the characters I was like, you are not as fun as the Sandrock ones. I think that was a big difference too, where Portia was their first game, and I remember seeing stuff about it, and I was like, oh, this is just like Minecraft. You're like getting materials, you're building things, you're a builder, and you like do things around the town. That wasn't super appealing to me. And then I was like, My Time at Sandrock, I guess that's the same thing. And it was on our Xbox, like, Game Pass or whatever, and I was like, okay, like, I just keep seeing stuff for it on the page, and I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna install it. And then I finally played it, and boy, do I wish I played it sooner. Actually, no, I think it was a good time that I played it when I found it the time I did, because I just enjoyed it so much. It gave me something to do. I was literally like, I wanted to play it all the time, instead of like, oh, it's just something to fill the time and something I get to choose out of all my games. Like, that was the game that I chose. That was the game that I wanted to do. And and I love it. I love my time at Sandrock. I was genuinely like trying to look. I was searching Google. I was searching reviews. I was searching like TikTok on like games like my time at Sandrock, like cozy game. Another email, but I was like nothing compared to my time at Sandrock. I like looked at video gameplay and I looked at like other reviews, and people like it. People like cozy games. People like the cozy farm games and like the story games like that. But I'm like, I don't want another just Stardew, because I didn't really farm in that game. I just grinded for a lot of materials. Like farming, I did very little of, and there's not a lot of farming that you can do because you're in a desert, which I think was helpful for me because I was tired of all the farming. And I love that game. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what we can play next instead of watching me die and peak again and just ramble about nothing and everything. So, what we probably talked about today, I couldn't tell you. We talked a little bit about Peak. We talked a little bit about Marvel Rivals. We talked about Rune Factory. We talked about my time at Sandrock. I don't know. That was a whole hour of me just rambling to myself, because I always be telling you random things and you just be listening to me going on and on and on and yap and yap and yap. So, alright, I know just how to end this video. Whoa. Okay, and then it's awkward because I have to click the thing to make it go away. So, goodbye.